raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Rams.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
Wilson's
that catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. Everybody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
24, Nick Chubb, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lamar, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 51 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A pickup of 2.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was taken down by Bob.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle.
I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got to pin back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
And 6 at the 28.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, complete. Jefferson to target. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Jefferson.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
That's good for a Seattle.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Marcus Peters on the cover.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminded me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
36 yards on the play.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up on it.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson.
34 yards.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
On second down, Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give. This is Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1-yard line.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now Now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They give the Chubb out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And all the way down to the 37. A huge play that time for the Rams. 43 yards on the ground.
Los Angeles.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Oh, good move. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 13 yards.
Runs like that, this time on the RPO, is why they call him dangerous.
I love the way you drop that in there. His decision-making is what makes it all good. Because his ability to process so quickly what the defense is doing, make the right read, and then when he takes off and runs, also knows how to protect himself downfield after he's gotten all he can out of a sprint.
2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Again, the ball carrier.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And again, it's Chubb. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Wilson on the keeper.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Wilson
will wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. 5 yards on the catch. 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
Wilson.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At their own 31-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, if he wants pitch again, he's had a good game. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Brought down behind the line of...
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for week 1. Oh, good. We're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Rams on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this is caught at the 8. Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Los Angeles.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers at that high hop and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, will likely put an end to this thing.
Jackson.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. The 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
For Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Wilson, complete, Jefferson the target. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd down. Now Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our